In this week's parasha of Vayeishev, we read about the brothers' sale of Yosef. But before they sell him, selling him is actually plan C. There's a plan A and a plan B as well. Plan A is pretty simple. Plan A is, let's kill him, let's throw him into one of the pits, and we will claim that he was devoured by a wild animal. Reuven vetoes that plan and proposes plan B, which is to throw him into a pit without killing him. And eventually Yehuda proposes plan C, which is selling him into slavery. But let's look at this transition from plan A to plan B. The brothers are going to kill him and throw him into the pit. V'yishma Reuven, and Reuven heard. V'yatzileu mi'adam, and he saved him from them. Vayomer lo nakenu nefesh. He said, do not kill him mortally. Vayomer aleim, and he said to them, Reuven, al tishbechu dam, ashlichu oto labor hazeh el asher b'midbar, v'yad al tishluchu bo. Reuven said to them, do not shed blood. Throw him into this pit in the desert, and do not send hand against it, in order that Reuven would save them from their hands. So there's really two things going on within plan B. There is the stated nature of plan B, and then there is the intention of plan B. The intention of plan B, the Torah tells us, is that we put him in the pit for now. Everyone goes home. Reuven comes back, rescues him from the pit, brings him back home, and then will deal with the brothers. But he doesn't feel that he can convince them that at this point in time. Therefore, his stated plan to him is, we're going to throw him in the pit without killing him. Now, what is his intention over here in throwing him in the pit without killing him? So, on a basic level, the idea is we won't kill him ourselves. We will leave him in the pit to die. And the truth is, that is, I think, quite a dubious moral solution offered for this over here. The Netziv points out two fascinating textual observations. Normally the Torah, when it speaks about somebody saying, the Torah almost always specifies to who the person is speaking. Vayomer elav, he said to him, he said to them, she said to her. But here it just says, Vayomer lo nakenu nefesh. He said, let us not shed blood. So the Netziv says, he is not addressing them as such, he's not engaging in a debate. He is making a declaration of his incredibly strong feelings on this matter. He's shouting, Gavalt, we can't kill him like this. That's what he's doing. He's shouting. And then the next verse, Vayomer aleim Reuven. Then he says to them, now he addresses them and says, once you know how strong my feelings are on this, let's talk about what we can and can't do. Let's rather throw him into a pit. And on a simple level, as the Ramban says, the idea is we'll throw him into the pit and he'll die of starvation. Then it says, that's why it says, the pit in the desert. But, I mean, they're either in the desert or not. He doesn't have to tell them, throw them in this pit in the desert. Right? They know they're in the desert. So that it says, he's saying, throw them in this pit. And since it's in the desert, nobody's going to hear. It's not like in all the movies, right? The bad guy ties up the good guy, walks away while the good guy's going to meet a certain doom, except suddenly he escapes. It's not going to be like that. It's in the desert. Nobody's going to come. It's fine. We can leave him and he will die of starvation over there. The Midrash says on this verse, it points out about the pit. It says, Habor reik ein bo mayim. The pit was empty. There was no water. So again, on a simple level, if it was full of water, then they're directly killing him. Whether you kill him by killing him or kill him by throwing him into a pit of water and drowning, it's the same thing. No, there wasn't water, so they weren't trying to kill him. Well, the point is, I think, within Reuven's suggestion, is that it's something that makes a person feel better. We feel like we're not murderers, but they are in fact murdering. They're still throwing him into this pit, where in fact he will die of starvation rather than a quick death. And I think we have to be wary. I think it is to the brothers' discredit, obviously, that they want to kill their brother in the first place. But I think it's to their discredit that they accept this plan, because it has actually no moral superiority over the plan of killing him directly. I mean, you could debate, I think, whether it's better in oneself not to be a direct murderer. But as far as the cruelty and responsibility goes, they are just as responsible for his death if they throw him in a pit and he starves to death. And it's more cruel. And they would just feel a little bit better that they are not the direct agents. And I think that's a poor show. However, there are others who look at this differently. The Zohar, for example, quotes this midrash that although there was not water in the pit, there were snakes and scorpions in the pit. The idea is that they were throwing him into the pit to place him in the hands of Hashem. Let's put him in Hashem's hands. The Or HaChaim also discusses it from this perspective. If we kill him, so then we are responsible for what happens. But let's put him in Hashem's hands. And if Hashem wants to save him, he's going to make a miracle. The Or HaChaim goes so far as to say that we have been given choice that goes beyond Hashem's plan, so to speak. Now this is beyond the scope of our discussion today, but the Or HaChaim wants to make the point that even if Hashem has not decided that Yosef must die, it could be that if the brothers decide to kill him, he will. Whereas if we throw him in the pit and leave him at the mercy of nature, of the snakes and the scorpions, then it will really be in Hashem's hands. So there are a couple of insights to share over here. One is Reuven's approach to the matter. First his declaration and then his statement of plan. Even though he has this plan to save him, the fact that he's proposing to let him die of starvation in the pit is not really a better plan. But the idea perhaps that if we have control over him, we will decide his fate, even if we make the wrong decision. Whereas if we leave him in Hashem's hands, then Hashem can save him if he wants. Which indeed, when you think about it, is what happened. That indeed they put him in the pit. Indeed he survived. Not only survived, but eventually flourished, becoming the viceroy of Egypt. And in the plans did come true. But maybe we'll see more of that over the forthcoming weeks. Shabbat.